up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, I'll be doing R&B Divas season 3, episode 3. I think we are now. That's all I can say. It was so much going on. It was a lot of, it seemed like 3 situations dealing with, well, really 2 major situations. Yeah, it was at least 2 situations dealing with mother problems. I'm not going to go particular order, but yeah, let's get into it. But before that, shout out to my YouTube fam, my older new subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, click down the description button below and share, like this video, and comment. And I'll try to get to y'all comments, or at least read them. Yeah. So, anyways, Kiki and her house. Now, I thought back in the day, we heard that maybe possibly some of the problem with Kiki's that she still has now is because of, I thought her mother used to snap at her and call her the N-word and every nigger, all this other stuff, and be verbally abusive to her, and I think her brothers, or some, at least to her, or whatever. And that was one of the things carry over. But anyways, the scene is we pick up where we left off. Kegger, I hope I'm saying his name, Kiki's brother. He looks at the pregnancy and messing with her and stuff, for saying first she's pregnant, and it turned out he was messing with her. And you see how the baby was looking at her. I think it's the youngest child that she just had during the series. And the baby's looking like, really, mom? Well, we already got enough. I already got enough siblings. We good. Seriously, you know, he just looking here like, why? Wait a minute, did she take the baby in the bathroom when she would take the pregnancy test? Or am I forgetting? Because she first looked like she going there. It's like, your brother's out there. Can you hold the baby? Okay, maybe that was just me. I could have sworn. But because she has a brother to do that. Anyway, going later on to just the Kiki situation I want to point out was, now, Kiki's brother, Kegger, has fiance Teddy's over. Their cousin's over. All the children is coming, which I don't know how many, but it was at least 4 to 5. I don't know, okay? It was a lot going on. So, anyways, it was, you know, her mom was sitting there and talking to me because the one baby, you know, she got strep. One of the children, I think, got a strep throat. They got a little mask. And then, you know, one of the other little children was going to the mom and going to the grandma, Kiki's mom, whatever, right? And she like snapped Kiki, like, you know what? This just because you already hear all this bickering, all this stuff, right? And then she just like, well, don't be mad because the baby, you know, wants to come to me, whatever, right? Blah, 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 blah. You doing this here, blah, blah, blah. What do you mean I'm being mean? And this is the mom and then Kiki. It was just too much going on. Kiki, mom, big brother. And the brother got sick and tired of it, right? And he just let her know, like, you know, basically, you and your attitude being mixed. Hey, and then you got the eyebrows and stuff, right? And the eyebrows already is just, did they move? Okay, never mind. But what I'm saying, she already just like, what? Y'all got a problem with me? Blah, 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 blah. And remember before then, Kiki said some cray stuff from the kids talking about, they were saying something silly, you know, about, you know, licking a bull's ass or whatever stuff she said in the previews, and saying in front of the kids see, we just continue the cycle, y'all. I know it's the worst. A lot going on. Because even the Michael, like, why is you cussing in front of the kids? And then, like I said, you go, the mom are starting to pop off a little bit, like, whatever, and they can't grab him and let her know, like, you always doing this, whatever. I'm sick and tired of you always doing all the time acting mean, or basically having like this verbal attitude taken out on them, right? And then the mom basically like, what? I just do it once. What are you talking about? It ain't only but every 5, 10, 6, 17 years. This ain't normal. And the Kay was like, this happened every damn month, okay, or something like that, every other day. So she gets tired, sick and tired, whatever. Because, you know, Kiki, by the time she's sitting on the stairs, 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 kids sitting near the stairs. The mom goes, I guess, into wherever her room is and just like, I'm sick and tired of this. I ain't got nothing to do with this. And then, you know, Kegger is just like, okay, we're tired of this behavior. So this, what I'm saying is that they don't go into it. And they didn't show that they're going to therapy, or hopefully they do go to therapy. But that's what I heard, is like Kiki was abused, or they were verbally abused at least, from their mom as a child. And we see that's one of the patterns, besides Kiki and her domestic abuse with her first husband, I think. You know, I'm just saying it's just carrying it over. So anyways, you know, Kegger and her are talking, and interesting enough, they both can come in terms, I think they say together, about how the mom needs to talk to somebody about her problems. And the reason why I'm thinking like, yeah, and considering that both of y'all obviously, based on Kiki's behavior, are both suffering from sick and tired of this, both need to see that as well. That's just my opinion. But it's like, Kiki, talk to who else you need to talk to. When you look in the mirror, say the same thing to that person and go and see somebody's individuals. Because they did say at the end to the mom that she doesn't need to talk, because she's trying to justify is that, okay, to a certain point, okay, I may be mean, but y'all should be understanding. Sorry, I'm doing this, and sometimes I choose love. Oh well, and try to justify it like, okay, I take it on y'all, and not like but she kind of trying to justify them. They say, okay, we can do the family thing and stuff like that. And I think individual, but like, yeah, they do the family thing, but they do also individually need to talk to somebody, about their problems, as they say, okay. Because we already know Kiki, like I said, Kiki has certain issues. But she's not the only one who needs to probably see someone. No, needs to see someone. It turns out we're going to go to Latavia in a minute, okay? So, anyways, like I said, so Kiki, we kind of see the underline about what maybe issues. And just her mom staying there and all that chaotic and stuff like that, that's there. So, here's the thing, Latavia. We're going to jump to her situation, too. Now, when they're having a meeting about the possible 1 hour concert, just one night, instead of having, or mini showcase, whatever this is called, Latavia, because Angie Stone is asking her about her voice. So, we don't see that much of her. Have we seen her by herself yet, or any storyline? Every storyline Latavia's been in. We even see Malia at least on her own for a little time she's been in there. But we have not seen any storyline yet with Latavia, okay? I think it won't be till next week where we kind of hear about the sad situation. Turned out I think she was molested. But, I think that's what sort of about the confessions. And it kind of is one of the reasons why she may be isolated as well, or it's always continued on, because it was just like this. She just, I was just son of a. That's kind of like the attitude she missed it. She kind of almost made herself a hermit, and then she turned to substance abuse and stuff like that. And she still has this attitude, and then you have to wonder, like, why did she get on the show? And you know how you get one about people, right? That sometimes when they get on these reality shows, and then they act surprised at the outcome, even though they had, evidence or something like that. Like, for example, they give us somebody they know. The one person particular, I'm just giving an example, AB. They give us somebody that they know has a bad track record, and pretty much book this person, book this person, book this person, book this person, and then they sit here and get surprised about why is this person still this way. They just started taping season 3 after barely doing the reunion, and you wonder why this person. What I'm saying is that why'd you get on the show? And she feels uncomfortable singing, and she has been uncomfortable a long time, because we see, they do the little intro, it's still, oh, next one, and next one, oh, I'm looking at my watch. That's pretty much what she was giving us, okay? So we see her one scene, like I said, with the ladies. And then when they're asking her, does she feel comfortable enough about singing solo? She talking about she might shit her pants and all this stuff. It's like almost like she has some type of, like phobia or anxiety problem or something along the lines that's triggering her, that she feels so isolated. But it's kind of like, I understand maybe she feel like maybe being on a reality show would help her vent more. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't feel comfortable singing or don't have to drive anymore, having a show that has something to do called R&B Divas is a question mark to me, but go figure. Hopefully the show can still help them. I'm just saying, still, it's like, I don't feel comfortable singing, on the show about women who sing, who are singers. And they sing. And they're going to have you sing. Okay, at least occasionally. I don't know. So, she don't feel comfortable singing. She's hesitant about that. And, she talks to Monifa about it later on, and Monifa's recording some tracks in studios. She's visiting her, and she was letting know about the story about her having suffered from substance abuse, and she hasn't been really outside a long time, and she feels uncomfortable, and she doesn't, Monifa's asking, like, it's all about having positivity, having faith and stuff like that, and whoever you call the high, your, in the highest, what you believe in the highest, and she is like, I know what Monifa's saying, but I don't feel comfortable with really singing or anything, and blah blah blah, and I just don't feel right, and stuff, and about this career, and I feel like, why are you on this particular show? Okay, I'm just wondering, it's a question mark to me, y'all. So Anyways, um, yeah, so that's where we're going with her. So let's go to this Angie situation because there was stuff going on, but it's not like that much stuff going on. Now Angie did, like I said, they go beneath her house as they had that, that sneak, that bonus scene in the middle of the show, and they talking about Monifa's food and stuff. And as Selena said, they're eating some delicious barbecue rubber bands and stuff, and the food just tastes like they're eating like seasoned salt boxes and shit from what we were hearing, right? So this is when the idea talking about acoustic. Kiki's trying to find out if acoustic mean just like with a guitar. You know how black people are. They ain't gonna be sitting here listening to the whole goddamn guitar, whole goddamn hour. And they talking about background singers and stuff like that. They can switch it around. And Mila again is sitting here first in everybody's face like, ooh, that sounds great. Until later on, okay. So she, is nodding at the moment. And they're sitting here, like I said, everybody, the ladies on the cast is sitting there, and that's Latavia's sitting here talking about, I don't feel comfortable, and she's kind of like, but she looking down. Well, I'm just saying, it's really like almost kind of disturbing to watch, like, because it's like you're on the show and you don't feel comfortable doing it, or she feels like, I got on the cast, or so. I wonder who asked her to join the cast. That's what I want to know, because it just seemed like this is not something she really wanted to do. And so they sit here and they're trying to make out, plans, whatever, and it will go from there. So the next scene with Angie Stone, we see her in the studio, and her daughter is named Diamond, and she's sitting there doing something about smoking and riding, and as soon, Angie Stone is kind of like, has changed. Well, I don't think she's never really saying in its content that was, like explicit content or nothing like that. But daughter, I've been smoking and riding, and the next minute she said something about fuck this shit or something, and the mom was like, because she was just bobbing her head, even though she didn't feel comfortable smoking and riding, because she didn't teach her kids to be something to smoking weed and shit. Next minute, all of a sudden, when she was just like, right, she was like, what? Wait, girl, come out, stop, come outside, we gotta talk. And when her daughter is coming out, to sit in front, sitting there in the studio, and, they have other people around, she was just like this, like, you know what, why you have to cuss? And Diamond, her thing is like this, I'm cussing because it's needed in the song. Everybody likes, everybody likes, and that's what in the thing now, that, cussing and everything. And then it depends also, too, because Angie Stone said, how's it going to play on the radio? And I'm thinking, like, Miss Stone here, they play a lot of stuff on the radio, and sometimes they just sit here and they just change the words, or they and kind of just edit it out. So that could be the route they could be going. She may just have it edited out, because I'm surprised that that's not what she said, put on there. But, they could just edit out the song. Well, the cursing part, or have her, whatever. So it got to the point where, she's trying to basically check her mom and tell her about, I want to do where you finally work with me and stuff. You worry about everybody except me, and she did, here, can everybody leave the studio? And I'm thinking like, oh, girl, Angie may be like, I got my holy water, my know it all and everything, but I mean, I don't know. She just seemed like she watched the Peregrine. She was back, know about the Peregrine movies and got a razor blade on one side, and maybe it's a small thing of water, holy water now. I'm just saying, take one. You might want to take the right side, because it's holy water. You don't want to take fuck the razor blades. But anyway, because she's just looking like, I will smash this off and pray for you afterwards. I'm just saying that's what might happen. So she's sitting here and telling her mom she still has animosity about her mother, because it turns out Angie Stone kind of, did kind of like what Monifa did, as far as like, because, the entertainment, sometimes that becomes your life, and second is, your family and everything else and in between. And because in order to, to eat and get that stuff you want, like, the stuff you need and the stuff you always dreamed about, you gotta sit here, and sacrifice a lot of yourself. So she had to be on the road. Her grandparents was taking care, because she had, Diamond early. I think Angie Stone said she didn't finish high school in order to, to have her. So she, Diamond feels like basically you owe me, I don't know why I started thinking about that Genuine team, Nas song. Show that you owe me. Okay, anyway. So Diamond is sitting here and letting her know, like, you supposed to do this for me. You supposed to take care of your kids until, they, basically, the last day on earth. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, ooh. Angie, you a good one for that one, because did she just say, yeah, she did just say that. And I can wind it, and I'll DVR and wind that part, and she just, you both take care of you, because I don't know how old Diamond is, but you know, she named her the right name, because you know how diamonds actually can cut and scratch surfaces, like, you know, mirrors and shit, because she was trying it as far as telling her mom, like, basically, it's like, you owe me type of thing, you still owe me. And so in the end, they got to, you know, Angie probably apologized, like, for you to feel a certain way, or felt like I wasn't there for you, or still isn't there for you. So she ended up hunting, consoling her, like, you know, I'm so sorry, whatever, because, you know, she, Diamond, you know, was first had her shield up, and then it went down. So they're supposedly cool for the time being, all right? But, you know, Angie's trying to be there for her career. She ends up talking to her boyfriend, manager, as they say on the screen, Ashante, I think is his name, asking his opinion, because they always give out great sound advice. And he's basically letting know, like, you know, even though despite what happened in the past, you're not responsible. It's about moving forward, just moving on. Love her, but let her live her life. And we kind of see, like, Angie's like, she understands, but she can't just let go. But, you know, like I said, she sacrificed so much for her kids and put everybody but herself. But we still see how this kind of affects, you know, we're going to see more in Diamond the rest of the season, or what kind of conflict that's going to be. We don't know. At least, I don't, you know, right about now. No, we don't. So, later on, we got a little scene with Mila again with Latavia. And did y'all know it's a little smart, little comment she said? Now, they meet in the store, and her and Latavia are shopping. And, you know, Latavia's still kind of comfortable about doing, you know, even background singing, whatever thing is. And, you know, Mila was like, you know, of course, in the convention, you know, we got to shop because we're the cutest. And I don't know why I thought about when she's talking about we're the cutest ones or something. And I'm thinking, like, is she trying to imply that they're the cutest out the ones in the group because they're the young? I don't know. I just thought, like, you know, Mila's like type of person that likes, you know, she cuts you really hard. I don't you know, whatever. So, but, you know, they're talking, she course things again, that's not such a good idea. She don't want to think background. And I think, like, she's one of those people, like, since she was such, I first thought this, since because she was in the front for so long as the lead singer, over a group, a successful group on top of that, that she might have, I'm the lead singer, you know, I ain't about to do nobody's background type of mentality. Like, you know what, I got the microphone in this, okay? So, they're talking about it. So, later on, like I said, you got Kiki already spoke, then they are spoke to mom, so they both, I guess, get counseling about their circumstances. Okay, so let's go to the last scene. You know, all the ladies meet up again, because it wasn't too much really going from Nifa, besides she was kind of talking to the table, whatever, and, you know, and her, I don't know what to do. I don't know, it just seemed like that's all she was. And so, when they meet, all of a sudden, when they're talking about business, and Kiki talking about getting her manager, stuff like that, they're having, you know, business discussion about this day. And, you know, Mila, of course, has to let us know the background idea was okay at first, but she has to tell us that she doesn't actually want to do the background thing because she was a temporary for background singer because it was a, you know, income. And then she did longer than what she thought, and that takes a lot. But then, you know, Celine was suggesting this, that's fine and good, but she was just saying also being a background singer can, you know, you don't realize how hard it maintains and make you a stronger person. So I don't know if she's going to do it or not, or it doesn't fit Melida's standards. We'll see. So anyways, y'all, they're sitting here, you know, talking, and they're talking about this business, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Diamond coming into their meeting, and everybody's sitting like, okay, hi, who's this person? I don't know the lady sitting, but I don't know if they knew who they were, but it was just like, what is she doing here? And Angie decides to scale us in the confessionals, as if, you know, she looks up to these ladies, and hopefully, and she is in the same field as these divas, but she's also a diva in training, and I'm just trying to have these ladies, and she's trying to learn, but, you know, this is business thing, it's just, now, I guess Angie's trying to go slide her daughter into, I guess, the show, or thinking that is she going to get, is she trying to think she's going to get into this accused? So I don't know what's going on here, okay? Because as soon as Kiki says something about with her manager in the business and sitting this here, Angie's not paying attention. Once you got the girl to sit down and they asking questions like, hi, how are you doing? Are you going to put any input and everything like your mom? No, I'm just sitting here and observing what y'all are doing. Okay, awkward. And then all of a sudden, when she said that, when Kiki said her stuff, and already we all know she is. Here's Angie, like, does she look like me? Talking about our daughters, they just up here I'm about to pull out the phone, take a goddamn selfie and stuff. And next minute we know, Kiki's like, I'm doing this shit, and just walks the heck out. I'm done. And that's pretty much how it ends. Sorry about this being kind of a short review, y'all, because I usually I rambled on, but it really was that much going on in this episode. But anyways, y'all have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I definitely will see y'all in the next review. Alright, take care, y'all.